Rice is an important staple and is a critical part of diet for more than half of the world's population. Asia produces and consumes more rice than any other region in the world. China and India alone account for about 50% of the world's rice grown and consumed. Now, this is a complete rice grain. The husk is the outer layer which protects the grain. It is not edible and can easily be removed by a simple dehusking process. After the husk is removed, what we have is called brown rice, and it is covered by a second layer, the bran. Brown rice is turned into white rice by milling off the bran layer and the germ. Now, white rice is popular because it has a longer shelf life, but it is less nutritious as the bran and the germ are rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Believe it or not, rice bran contains about 60% of all the nutrients of the entire rice grain. So, is white rice unhealthy and should it be avoided? Let's hear from Dr. Neal Barnard.
It's always better to choose brown rice than white rice. However, you're out with friends, you're at the local Hunan restaurant, and the only rice they have is white rice. Eat it. It beats the heck off the chicken wings or the other things that might be on the menu.
In China, as people moved from traditional Chinese white rice based diet in 1980s to a more meat-based westernized diet by 2010, diabetes occurrence increased 17 times from 0.67% to 11.6% of the population. So white rice gets more bad reputation than it deserves. If you want to lose weight or concerned about your blood sugar control, it's wise to moderate its intake and replace it by brown rice or another whole grain. What's more important, though, is what we have with the rice. If you have wonderful steamed veggies such as spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, or kale, or a chickpeas curry made with minimal or no oil, then that's going to make a healthy meal, and having the white rice with it is quite okay. There is some concern that rice contains arsenic, as the soil where the rice may be grown may be contaminated with arsenic, and rice absorbs more arsenic than other grains. Let's hear from Dr. Neal Barnard.
The concern is that arsenic is a carcinogen. Uh, the good news is that the amount in rice is rather modest. And secondly, when people have done studies of rice consumers versus non-rice consumers, you don't see any increased risk of cancer. So the problem is only a theoretical one. It doesn't seem to work out in reality.
Now, arsenic content of rice varies based on where it's grown. If you live in the US, avoid rice grown in southern US in states such as Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. They are high in arsenic. Rice grown in California is better, but the rice with least arsenic are the Indian basmati rice and the Thai jasmine rice. Arsenic content of rice can be reduced by 10% by soaking the rice in water overnight and then washing the rice a couple of times before cooking. Then, if you cook the rice with additional water, rice water ratio 1 is to 6, and then drain off the water after cooking, then you can reduce the arsenic content by another 50%.